What's up, y'all? Um, if you want to hear something scary, check this shit out. And I know a lot of y'all probably sleep, so you catching this on the replay. I'm gonna jump right into it. This ain't too much about the battle. You know what I'm saying? The beef itself. This is more about what I be telling y'all about Drake and what he represents. And for anybody who don't know, I'm gonna break that down for you again. I'm gonna give you the Reader's Digest version. Drake represents those people that make all the money. Drake is a plant. Don't jump off the channel. I'm gonna break this shit down for you. Listen, I keep asking y'all so y'all will answer my question or answer your own questions. And this is what I ask y'all. First of all, what is his race and religion? What country do he come from? What's up with it? Yeah, we on the late night shit, but it's very important. I had to try to sneak it in while they wasn't up watching, bro. So what is Drake race and religion? What country do we come from? Cause he not from here. This is what Kendrick be trying to tell y'all. He not like us. He not from here. He didn't grow up like we grew up. He grew up being groomed on that motherfucking TV set. In them studios, the way all the rest of these kids are being groomed. The man came over here to America with no background in history and what he getting so rich in right now. Um, they put him with Wayne, and that was a smart move. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we all know Wayne was the biggest. You put him with Wayne, all of a sudden Wayne can't be his competition. You see what I'm saying? That's a chess move. You can't be in competition with your boss. Instead, you have Wayne on your songs. You have Wayne in your videos. You know what I'm saying? You have Wayne co-signing everything you do. Instead of being in competition with Wayne, you got to drop an album, then he drop his album. You got to put out a song that you put out a song and he own the motherfucker. You put out your album and he own the motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Boost you right up to the top. They gave him the security, Jay Prince and them. At the time, nobody was gonna go against Jay Prince. You get that phone call, say, hey, you fucking with my money, you gonna quit fucking with the money, as Pusha T, as Meek Mills, as all these folks. Today, and you don't have to take my word for it, there are other videos on YouTube about it already. UMG, them head folks that I just told y'all put Drake in place, and y'all be like, well, why would, not y'all, but a lot of people like, why would they do that? Bro, because they made him. And using hip hop, they made themselves richer than rich. Right now, it's on the table that Drake had a $400 million deal. What other rapper you know getting 400 million, half a billion? These niggas out here signing for 300,000-400,000. If they damn good, they might sign for a meal. Not two. 50 Cent signed for 1 million. You see what I'm saying? 1 million. Be for real, bro. Drake ain't just music. We allowed that dude to come over here and get into hip hop, and now it's dude got multi-million-dollar candle deals, $100 million Nike deals, $100 million apparel. There is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions. There are billions of dollars behind Drake. If he getting a deal for a $500 million, or 400,000, whatever you want to call it, how much you think they get? As of today, there is a bounty on Kendrick. UMG, Universal Music Group, has already contacted Kendrick and told him, hey, cease, bro. Stop it. Leave dude alone. In this motherfucking beef, in this motherfucking battle, they have already came to dude and demanded a public apology. Because you have spread this nigga name out to be a pedophile and some more stuff, which is fucking with our money. And we're not talking about a million. We're not talking about a couple 100,000. We're talking about billions. When you fucking with Drake, you fucking with billions because that's what they built. Y'all didn't see it. I've been telling you for a long time. I've been telling y'all for a long time, bro. Drake ain't that dude. They do. They built him as a way to get to us, to get to our dollars, to control us, to get in our head. And if you listen, if you watch the battle and you see how Kendrick is destroying this dude, and you read the comments, then you see how many brainwashed people it is. It's like, man, they just hate on Drake. Are they trying to destroy? Yes, bro. Why do you think all these rappers are trying to destroy Drake? They can't just come out and tell you what I'm telling you. Like, hey, bro, Drake is robbing us all. Drake is eating out all of us. Drake is up there with the higher ups. He owns a percentage of our music. He eating off of us. Fuck him. When they start figuring that shit out, they didn't fuck with Drake no more. And everybody wonder why they turning on dude. Why they turning on dude? Maybe it's because he just exactly what I've been telling y'all he was, bro. And you wonder how I know this? Because I pay attention. I see the shit. I ask these questions in my own head. Like, when dude first came out, before I even knew what Drake looked like, when I was just on the radio and I would hear these motherfuckers, the new Drake, and I'm like, hold on, this motherfucker got 50 songs out at one time? Who the fuck is Drake? I'm like, hold on. So the nigga that was just singing, that was Drake? And now the nigga that's rapping, that's Drake too? Listen, this is when I knew something was up. Because I used to turn the radio station whenever I heard Drake's name. Because I was so tired of hearing everything being Drake. You know how they got me? With a song called November 18th. A chopped and screwed version of June 27th. I'm a down south nigga. I don't listen to everything DJ Screw, but June 27th is a special song to me. That's my sister's birthday. Also DJ Screw's birthday. It's also a cold ass beat. So when this song came on, I'm so high, even when I'm coming down. Just met a girl, say she from the H-Town. My name Drizzy, and ain't nobody realer. Cup inside a cup, Ghostface Killer. Got these boppers going crazy. I'm like, that shit bumping. That shit bumping, nigga. I'm the man. 2 days later, I heard the song again. I'm like, man, that's my shit right there. That was that song. And it went off. They were like, yeah, that's your boy Drake. And I'm like, you mean the singing nigga? There's also the rapping nigga is doing screw music? Man, where this nigga from? Cause he talking about he from Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I know everybody else think he from Memphis. Man, this nigga is from Toronto, Canada. If you see the video, the thumbnail on the video, it say, I think, master of something, slave of the industry. I just needed to use them two words, but you know I couldn't put them words on there the way they is. But the thing is, as of right now, Kendrick not bowing down. He ain't put out no new music, but we know he got, man, come on now. If you think dude ain't got at least 3-4 more songs lined up, you crazy. But I do think he being threatened not to drop that music. If you ain't paying attention, United Music Group, the same group I just told you, that has threatened Kendrick and told him I ain't apologize, cut the beef, nigga, you fucking with the bread. Nike didn't hit him up, you fucking with the bread. The NFL didn't hit him up, you fucking with the bread, bro. It's so many different entities, businesses, corporations just hitting dude up like, bro, you fucking with the bread. You need to stop. But Kendrick, one of the niggas is like, who, me? Man, it's hard to keep going, but at the same time, it's hard to stop once you realize that many have tried, nobody has made it this far. Fucking with dude, because these same corporations behind the scene have stopped everybody that tried to make dude look bad. Even the female that he was kissing on underage has come out and be like, it was nothing wrong with it. Back then, there's nothing wrong with it now. Just leave him alone. I'm trying to live my life. You'd have been paid off. If y'all look at these podcasts, every podcaster is our DJ Act, Cameron and Mason them, who else? Gilly the Kid. They all coming out sounding stupid as hell. Like, oh man, Kendrick losing. Kendrick getting it. I'm like, bro. What the fuck is y'all listening to? Like, even that last song that Drake put out, that whatever, the Heart number 6, part 6 or whatever, wasn't even a diss song. Like, he ain't even dissing dude on that song. He just explaining it and trying to clear his name on the whole song. And they come out like, yeah, man, Kendrick done. That was it right there. That was a rap, man. He done. Say, bro, y'all not fooling us, nigga. Gilly the Kid, you not fooling us, bro. Cam Mace, you not fooling us, bro. Ack, you not fooling us, bro. We got our own eyes and ears, man. The ghostwriters then pulled out. The man had to write that last song by himself, and it was pitiful. The shit was garbage. It was trash. But like I said, this ain't about the battle. This is about the people behind the scenes, man. The big wigs, the banks, the corporations, Nikes, all these folks, bro. The same people that made Kanye a billionaire. Thing is, they rode Kanye momentum. They rode Kanye success. They rode Kanye nuts. They made Drake shit. You see what I'm saying? Drake was not going through college making beats and writing rhymes and battling niggas on the corner and spitting in ciphers and none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I had to argue with motherfuckers like, man, Drake might as well be from America. He used to come down here to Memphis every summer, and no, he didn't. No, he didn't. You don't know nan nigga in Memphis that used to kick it with Drake when they was kids, bro. Drake was on that motherfucking set, reading them motherfucking lines in the summertime. The TV show don't stop in the summertime. You know, them kids don't get no motherfucking summer vacation where they gone for the whole damn summer, spending it with their daddy down in Memphis. No, nigga. Season 6 coming up. Jimmy fit to be in a wheelchair. We need you to start practicing being in a wheelchair, Aubrey. That's where the fuck dude was. That man didn't come down here to America till he was good and in his goddamn 20s, around 22, 23. Be for real. I had to argue with a motherfucker that. Hey, man, dude, no, he did not come down here and go no fucking high school or none of that. Bro, look up Degrassi, man. Dude was goddamn me still shooting on that show when he was 21, 22. He was not charting no motherfucking talks up in Canada, rapping and singing, developing his music career until Lil Wayne found him and was like, oh man, we got to sign dude, bring him to America. Not what happened. They brought dude to America and introduced him to Wayne like, hey, we need you to sign dude and we gonna take care of the rest. We gonna get him the best writers. We know you ain't no real blood. We gonna find these motherfuckers down here in Houston. They scary. We gonna hook them up with them. We gonna hook him up with him and just let him do his nerd thing. We don't need him hooked up with no gang affiliation because we need him to appeal to the masses. So he not gonna be affiliated with you and your bloods. We need him just to be Drake, and we gonna affiliate him with Mob. That way, if anybody fuck with him, then they gonna get a phone call instead of a bunch of niggas throwing around gang rags or gang colors talking about blood, crip, folk, vice lord, or some shit like that. Because we need bloods, crips, folk, and vice lords. They baby mamas, they mamas, the white girls. We need people over in we need everybody buying this nigga music. We need everybody wearing OVO. Bro, plenty of Memphis rappers hung out with Drake after they started getting hot and he went down there and kicked it with him. Like Black Boy J and them. Man, listen. Let me ask you this. Just being real. What hood Lil Wayne from? What hood Birdman from? I'm just saying. They throw up the B and they holler blood, but what hood they from? Is they Swans? They from Inglewood? You know what I'm saying? Is they bounty hunters? Is they Bloods or they Pyrus? Like which one? I'm asking. Like which one is they? Because I've never seen them kicking in Cali with no Bloods. What blood hood are they from in New Orleans? Because if you ask me, I'm gonna take you back and tell you like this. Lil Wayne first album cover. I got this other phone right here. We put the Lil Wayne first album cover.
According to Far Out magazine, true to his word,
this shit just said the first album cover, so you know I got to type it in real quick. Now, matter of fact, we're going to Lil Wayne first album cover. So when did he join the Bloods? When did he get jumped in? Because to me, that looked like that ain't look. When your hood Bloods, see, you talking to a nigga that ended up being a Crip because his hood was Crips. Because that's all I was hanging around to the point where the nigga was like, hey, bro, you been hanging around too long, bro. You getting put down tonight. Most little kids that end up joining the gang, that's how it happened. Now, let me ask you this. BG album covers. I'm just saying. And BG wasn't no Crip neither. But that's how they were getting down. So you don't get to tell me all of a sudden now all them niggas red ragged up and all. Man, come on now. How old was y'all when y'all started doing this? How old was Birdman when he started being a Blood? Because I could take you there too. But I'm just saying, man. Don't let these folks fool you. We wasn't even talking about that. But I'm just going to prove my point. I just want to prove my point. That's the old Birdman. That's the new Birdman. What do y'all see? What's that on your head? And y'all, you can make any excuse you want to, but I'm gonna tell you like this: where I'm from, when you a Blood, ain't no way you gonna be caught with a blue rag on your head doing this, doing this. That ain't what you do when you a Blood. That ain't what you do when your neighborhood where you came from is Bloods. You not on nobody album cover with a blue rag on, Wayne. You see what I'm saying? A black rag, a white rag, a yellow rag, a camouflage rag, a purple rag, a clear rag. but not blue. Not blue. It just it is what it is. Not on so many different occasions. Man, come on now. We all know that these niggas started talking their blood shit around the time Mac 10 came to the label. Never before. Never before. And you can tell me that Lil Wayne is from Apple and Eagle, and his blood's there. I ain't never been to Apple or Eagle. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if that's where he from, and that's where the Bloods in New Orleans is from, then there is no way this nigga would have been on that first album cover or any album cover with a blue bandana on. If Birdman was a Blood and BG was not a gangbanger, nowhere in the world you were gonna let that man be on there with that blue bandana on his neck, blue bandana on his head, blue bandana on his wrist, every car on the street blue, the background blue. Come on, man. Come on, man. But we was on Drizzy. Like I said, they purposely made sure that when he got with Wayne and he got with Baby, he was not on their gang affiliation. He wasn't on that. He was protected. And he wasn't protected by no type of gang. He was protected by Jay Prince. Now, everybody like to say Jazz Prince discovered him. It sounds good. I told you, every rapper got their backstory. They all got their backstory. When Jazz Prince go to Canada to discover this fool? But see, then I had motherfuckers telling me that he grew up in Houston. That he went to... No, sir. No, sir. Bruh, this lame, this dude... No, sir. And you can always go find somebody that'll say, yeah, man, dude was with us. I remember, dude. No, sir. Listen, bro. This dude, him, that dude, that. Get out of here with that shit, bro. This dude, man, it is what it is. Dude was sent here to influence us, man. Dude was sent here to make them money. That's what he been doing. And now there's somebody is standing in the way of that. Somebody that penetrated that armor. Somebody's making dude look like what he is. And this is the thing about it. I had to tell my mama this about Usher. I say, when you take a 13-year-old boy and make him go live with Puffy for a year, it's no surprise that as a grown-up, he passing around them bumps, them genital warts. Even the big nasty girls. When I seen the big nasty girl, I was like, bruh. I laughed at her. I was like, even the big girl trying to get in on suing Usher, saying that he had unprotected sex with her on her birthday. He won the case. She got paid. I said, oh my God, he did it for real. Because if he wouldn't have did it, ain't no way in the world she would have got broke off. We fit to fight this one. Man, y'all not, I'm not paying her to make it seem like she right, bro, and she lying on me. Not that one. But I had to tell my mama, like, Mama, you got to realize, though, but when you, what Kendrick say, when you a fan, old freak ass nigga, when you a fan, then maybe that's what you would do. When you've been groomed and your sexual inhibitions have been stripped away, then you do freaky shit that everybody else don't do. You see what I'm saying? You cross lines that everybody else don't cross. because you grew up on the other side of that line. So when I tell y'all Drake was groomed as a child, then you shouldn't look at me funny after you start hearing that dude was texting Millie Bobby Brown at 14 years old. Or when you go on Twitter and you see when Billie Eilish was 17 and put up the post that her birthday was on the way. And no, her birthday was tomorrow and she was going to be 18. And Drake come up there and say, I've been waiting on that. The fuck? Bro, do you realize you just went on Twitter in front of the whole world and told a 17-year-old girl that you've been waiting on her to hit her birthday? And it ain't even her birthday yet. That's tomorrow. This the same dude that went on stage kissing on this little girl and then decided to ask her, damn, how old is you? And she said, I'm 17. And he said, what? Why you look like that? You so thick. Man, I can't go to jail yet, y'all, but he kissed her again in the mouth. This shit on camera. And like Whack 100 say, in Colorado where they happened it, 17 is the age of consent. Now, I also might need to point out that this motherfucker said, it's okay, y'all, I'm just 23. Bro, you sound like this freak ass preacher that just took himself out the game. But this is what Whack 100 was saying. Even though 17 is legal age in Colorado, you're not from Colorado. Which means you had to cross state lines to get to Colorado and do that. Once you cross state lines, that makes it federal. And federal laws say 17 ain't legal age to consent. So you telling somebody underage they thick and how sexy it is and asking why they look like that and kissing them in their mouth. It's just sick, bro. And I told y'all, I feel like Lil Mama got paid because she come on there talking about, he wasn't the one that pulled me on stage. It was his entourage. So? He the one kissed on you. All in your mouth in front of everybody. Then she say, I went to that concert with my daddy, and I'm like, you 17, why you know? Is your daddy at a Drake concert? That just don't sound right within itself. Something sound funny about that. That's the thing about it. Everybody don't do that. All these rappers don't paint their fingernail polish and poke their lips out. And the ones that do, they suspect, highly suspect. Something else I wanted to point out. I said something about Puffy a minute ago. Y'all realize Puffy has had a couple fights with rappers in the industry, right? Like real life fisticuffs. Where he didn't have to put them paws on somebody in public. Because, you know, they be saying that he be beating on these females and he be beating on Al B. Sure and people like that. Do y'all remember who the two people was that he fought publicly that everybody knew about? I'm going to give you two fingers and I'm going to put some names on it. Drake and J. Cole. Make it make sense. Out of everybody in the industry, from the 90s to today, the two rappers you can say this man putting hands on was Drake and J. Cole. Usher was a kid, an R&B singer. Bro, they say that nigga beat the brakes off Drake, bro. They say J. Cole fighting back. But they say he about that bag to back. That's why Kendrick said that in his song when he was talking about the back then. He was like, don't make me call Puff. A lot of people, they went over their head. And they say call Puff, nigga. Puff the one put them paws on your ass. A lot of motherfucking gangsters. A lot of gangster rappers wanted to put them paws on your ass. But they didn't. You see what I'm saying? Because they know. A lot of these people I already know, bro. Drake is untouchable. Not because you just can't touch him. There's too much money behind him, bro. When you put a cut on Drake's face and he can't do promo and he can't advertise for this shoe company or these jackets or these candles or this movie or whatever he advertised for, it's costing somebody millions upon millions. If dude get a cold, millions upon millions. And here's what y'all got to realize. When I put up there that he was the S word, is because y'all think dude filthy rich, and I be trying to tell y'all, bro, dude is he don't really have a choice in his life. His life ain't his no more. You see what I'm saying? The devil will give you what you want, but he not gonna give it to you how you want it. So you can be like, I want fame and I want money and all this and that. Okay. But your soul gone, bro. So you know how you finna get this? You finna get this in the way where, look, you can't go spend that money how you want to. You can buy big ass houses. But once you buy that big ass house with the fortress fence around it, that's your sale. You got to go live in that big house with that fence around it. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay in there to the point where you got all these people around you that live with you. Yeah, one thing you got to realize when they make fun of Drake and they make these little videos and they be showing all the people around him, the people that be around him don't be his friend. What's up, Nisha? When Kendrick make music and make fun of dude, you realize they always exposing that these dudes around you ain't really fucking with you, bro. In the midst of this beef, dude on Ghostwriter start dropping songs on him. Exposing shit. Like, it is what it is. Motherfuckers fed up. They fed up. And it seemed like, especially if you're a fan, then it seemed like everybody jumping on dude. Everybody putting the blame on dude. One thing I learned before prison was, for one, when everybody running this way, don't look this way to see what's going on. Figure it out once you get down the street. But you might want to take off with everybody else. Put that another way. When everybody telling you the same story, you might want to take heed to it. Whether you believe it wholeheartedly or you just start investigating, you better do something. But you can't sit back and ignore the shit no more. So when you see all these rappers start getting on dude ass, don't just sit back and be like, oh man, they hating on dude. They hating on dude. Because I'm going to ask you, what did Rick Ross got to hate on Drake about? Drake might seem like he got more money, but what's the point of hating? Because I guarantee you, when Rick Ross woke up this morning, Wingstop had already made him some money. When Drake, when that man went to bed last night, Bel Air was making him some money. You see what I'm saying? The dude don't got to be out here hustling and grinding and kissing ass and doing all this to make money. He wake up making money. He go to bed making money. You don't got to drop no songs because whether he drop a song or not, Checker's gonna make some money. Checker's gonna be selling chicken sandwiches and goddamn me chili cheese French fries and double stack burgers and shit. Wingstop gonna be selling new chicken sandwiches they got. They gonna be selling it 5-piece, they 20-piece, they 50-piece. Some lemon pepper wings. Gonna be some mango habanero wings flying about that bitch. Dude making his money, bro. He don't have to hate on Drake to get $1. It's not putting $1 in his pocket to hate on that man. But when I tell y'all, it's ways that this motherfucker look. Joe Budden broke it down. He was like, man, it's a deal that could have been done. Dude talked to him about it. The man that had the power to do the deal. He was like, but he couldn't see nobody doing the deal but Drake. And then all of a sudden, Drake is hanging with this dude later on down the line. I'm going to tell you, when Meek Mills got into it with Drake, and they was on some battle shit, how many people remember that Meek Mills came into the rap game as the first battle rapper ever to successfully make that switch to just rapper? From battle rapper to rapper. Rick Ross went and pulled a nigga about the slums with the nappy braids, the dirty t-shirts. But who do you see him hanging with now? Billionaires. You want to know when you start seeing dude hanging with billionaires? Right around the time that he was supposed to be going in on Drake. Could have took Drake out of there as far as rapping. He know how to battle. He know how to get up under your skin. He know how to talk that shit. He know how to rebuttal, how to come back. Don't take long at all. But when Drake started dissing dude and it was time for him to do that, what'd he do? Got that phone call. Hey, bro, shut up. Matter of fact, come over and have dinner with me. I'm going to help you out, bro, but I need you not to say shit to him. We signed this contract, but don't say shit to him. Matter of fact, let me introduce you to my other billionaire buddy. But don't say shit to dude. Or you can pull up to the game in the helicopter if you want to. You can use my helicopter. But don't say shit to dude. Man, be for real, bro. There's too many people invested in your boy. That's why Kanye West been telling y'all. Kanye West say, Drizzy got a baby daddy named Lucien Grange. Lucien Grange is very, 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 very rich. He controls a whole lot of music. Like, y'all don't be understanding. The same conglomerate, UGM, United Music Group, Universal Music Group, UMG. I be saying shit wrong, but UMG, Universal Music Group, is not who Kendrick Lamar signed to. But they are his distribution. All these songs that Kendrick Lamar dropped dissing Drake, guess what UMG did? They pulled his copyrights yesterday. Meaning, no more money off of them songs. No more money off of them songs. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but as of yesterday, while they pulled the plug and the copyrights off of this song that he could get money off of it, all of them, that man had 4 out of the top 6 Billboard spots. 4 out of the top 6 Billboard spots. He breaking records you ain't never knew could be broke. The man had the biggest first day of a rap song ever. That's another record they don't want to brag about Kendrick breaking right now, because you know who record he broke? The song that had that record at first, the highest downloaded, highest money making song, rap song of all time before they were Drake and Lil Baby together. The song they had together blew that shit out the water. And them folks said, Let me tell you something. These folks own that boy. Like, I got a video out there talking about who owns Meek Mill and why he always running his mouth, why he always telling on somebody. Because that's what they want him to do. The thumbnail on that video is Meek Mill squeezed in between two billionaires. And that's why I was like, who owns it? See, one of these white billionaires that he being squeezed in between is the same billionaire that you always see draped over Lil Baby. See, they make it seem like it's the black dudes. They just, man, these dudes are slaves. They pawns. They got to do what these folks telling them to do. They got to say what these folks telling them to say, rap about, sing about, go about, show up, pop up, do this commercial, wear these clothes, whatever them folks say do. Y'all heard Cat Williams tell y'all about the actors and the comedians when they get called in the room and tell them, hey, wear this. Hey, wear that. Hey, say this. Hey, do that. You think it ain't happening in the music business? You think these dudes that came out with this street persona or grew up in this neighborhood over here doing this right here didn't start doing this bullshit because somebody told them to? And they pushed this agenda. That's why you can have a dude from New Orleans where when man wasn't no gangs like that. Them niggas had their own gangs, their own hoods, their own little shit they made up. Hot Boys was one of them in New Orleans. Gangsta them, they Mosquito them was some of the original Hot Boys. It was a lot of them. They was like a gang themselves. Birdman South ass patting these little boys that he was grooming after his brother in them gang. The motherfuckers in New Orleans already knew that. All of a sudden, these niggas had got so much bigger than what their brother in them gang was. The motherfuckers outside of New Orleans didn't recognize that they were patterned after a gang. Nobody knew the story about the Hot Boys, about gangster running around with the peppers on his shirt. You seen peppers on Birdman, some more shit he stole. Come on now. Nigga got out and tried to put on his brother. Like, hey man, you don't need you talking and telling none of this shit. See, my thing is, I've been knew about gangster. Been known. You see the picture when he's skinny. I remember when the nigga was like this, cock diesel, big nigga in the penitentiary with the braids and shit. He come out a little bit older, but gangster been in there for a minute doing gangster shit. Well, nobody trying to do it in prison like that. He had a reputation way back in prison, way back when, of that graveyard he was standing on. We knew about that. Birdman has none of that to his reputation. I keep telling y'all, dude was a square John ass dude, man. Beatrice was a square. If he sold some work, he was selling work, not work. Wasn't no weight. Them man them used to clean up the club. They dad in them nightclubs. Manny Fresh was the DJ. He was the one going back and forth to jail, and he was going for stealing cars. But Ronald and Brian, they worked in that club. They were cleaning tables and sweeping floors in that club. You see what I'm saying? On some real shit. I'm not making no shit up to make nobody look bad. Man, I'm pretty sure if you do your research hard enough, if you look hard enough, you can find this shit out for yourself and be like, damn, man, Phil be up on this shit. How you be knowing this shit? Man, I know a lot of shit about the music business. I didn't forget. I just know this shit, and I'm not guessing. I'm not making no shit up. Wasn't no Google when I was young. Wasn't no Google like that when I was in prison. That came later on. Um, I'm just trying to get y'all to see like one thing. One reason I made this video is so I can tell the world I don't think Kendrick Lamar is suicidal. So dude end up dead anytime soon. You know they're gonna say it was suicide. I don't think it's suicide. Right now, everybody in California is rallying behind dude. So don't let these folks tell you if something happened to him that it was a drive-by shooting and it was a beef in the hood. Nope. The Crips and Bloods and the Pyrus and the Hoovers and neighborhoods and the Insanes, everybody is united behind Kendrick Lamar on this one. So don't let nothing happen to this man and they try to tell you some bullshit. But I'm telling you, beforehand, it's a lot of rich people trying to tell dude to shut the fuck up. And he not doing it. Now, he ain't dropping no new songs, but they want that man to come out and apologize. They want that man to come out and say, man, it was all fun and games. It was all in the name of music. And I apologize for making y'all feel like dude was this type of individual. He ain't really like that, man. I was just doing it for the music. They wanted this man to make that speech yesterday. They want it very public. They're not gonna take no audio clip. They want this man to come out and make that apology the way J. Cole came out and made his. And it has come out that J. Cole was told to make that apology. Not by the same people. There's some dudes in the streets of California came out. Well, they in the industry and the streets. But they is in the streets as much as they is in the industry. And they came out and they told dude, hey man, I don't know if it was on the threat, but they came out basically like, you might want to get out of this one. I know you caught some strays, but it wasn't really for you. You mind your business, bro. You need to bag fuck on up out of there. Because there's a lot of people that caught some strays. There was something else I was about to say. Oh. Yeah, they own your boy, Drizzy. And I'm not saying they own him. I'm saying they own him, like property. He is, if y'all heard the last song, the man sound like he really want to quit. Like, he don't want to do this shit no more. It ain't even about the beef. It's about the ownership. Let me tell y'all something. When dude left Cash Money, he was a free agent. Let me take these glasses off for a second. When dude left Cash Money, he was a free agent, right? I'm going to give you a prime example of what could have happened. If you remember, if you old enough to remember Chingy. Chingy came out, I like the way you do that right there. Blew up, right? Album outsold Ludacris. He was signed to Ludacris. And that was back when record label execs like Ludacris were doing the stupidest shit possible, which is being selfish, being greedy, meaning they wanted all the motherfucking fame for themselves. So when they would have an artist get big as them or bigger, they would get rid of that artist or they would shelf that artist so they could remain the top dog at their record label. And this happened to Chingy when he dropped his first album. I think they was like 5-6 million off the back. Brr, ran it up. Made Luda some money. Made Chingy a little bit of money. But Luda was selling like double platinum, triple platinum. He wasn't doing 4-time platinum or 5-time platinum. So when Chingy came out the gate and did this shit, first thing they did was say he was riding Nelly wave because everybody was on that St. Louis shit. Could be, but the man had songs that we was all listening to. He had songs that motherfuckers was in the club dancing to. The nigga had all. He had his own dance. You see what I'm saying? The chicken head shit. He had his own dance. It might well say it was his. And back in the day, a dance would get you through the roof. But lo and behold, what Luda do? Started some fake ass beef, kicked dude off the label, and did the dumbest shit possible. Just let him go to where he could go independent, free agent, go independent. Dude dropped his second album and it sold 4 times platinum, independent. Chingy is still eating off that second album because it was independent. Independent artists not selling for million. When you put all the work in, you know how much money you getting back off 4 million? This back when they were selling CDs, bro. A CD cost you 17, 18 bucks. 1 time platinum would have been 18 million. You see what I'm saying? 18 million. When you go 4.5, 5 times platinum, you selling 18 bucks a copy? Come on now. What's it like? 72 million? 4 times platinum on $18, like 72 million? Off one album? And that was right off the bat. That was like that year. So every album he done sold since then. Chingy still eating off that album. But let's move Chingy out the way. Drake contract was up at Young Money. He could have been an independent artist. Not any independent artist. The biggest, got more slaps than the Beatles. You see what I'm saying? The biggest. The nigga that compared himself to Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Imagine Drake dropping an independent album. Or 7, 8. Bruh. You talking about a nigga that's making $10 million a week. Or better, a week. One album might take him 2 years and it's still making money. Like money. Not just, okay, you sold 20 copies today. It's 2 years later and you sold 200 copies today. But you getting all the money back because it's your shit. You own over your outright. You putting your shit out on your shit. All your artists, everything you sell, you getting all that money. The only motherfucker you splitting back with is the motherfuckers that work for you. You paying your people. You know what I'm saying? That's all. They was never gonna let Drake do that. That motherfucker had to go with Universal Music Group. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, they gave him stakes where you could buy in and you can get all this because the money don't really matter to them because the money they gonna see. Come on now, bro. Come on now. If Luda would have kept Chingy, Luda wasn't gonna see 78 million off of that 4 times platinum. He wasn't gonna see 68. He wasn't gonna see 58. He probably would have seen 20. Chingy probably would have seen 8 million. And then the big group would have got the rest of that. That's one artist. They doing the same thing to Luda. They did the same thing to Shunna. They did the same thing to GTP. I-20, Lil Fate, 2 Chainz. All them dudes that was on that label, they would have been getting all that off of everything they sold. Luda would have came out good. The artist would have came out alright. The motherfuckers at the top, filthy, filthy. And that's just that label. See, then you got another music group over here that own Young Money, they own Cash Money, they own all this and this and that. They buy these labels, or they let you make a label. But at the end, they the ones gonna get paid off of it. And all I'm saying is, with your boy Drake, you got so many people got their hands in the Drake basket. Drake money like this. I know y'all think it's like this, like he walk around with it on his shoulder. That man hand like this. You gotta think about what Kendrick be trying to tell y'all. You signed to a nigga. You signed to a nigga. You signed to a nigga that say he that nigga. But he not that nigga. That's why I was trying to tell you about Birdman. Yeah, Birdman had a whole bunch of money. That wasn't his money. That man was around here splurging with the motherfucking advance, man. Not the album advance, the label advance. When you get that 100 million, that 100 million ain't for you to go buy a house and cars and mansions and $2 million watches and shit. That 100 million is for you to run your label. Give out your advances to your artists. Pay for any beats they need, any hotel fare, any goddamn travel stay, any food, any features. You know what I'm saying? Any airfare. When you set up a concert, man, when you doing a concert, do you not realize the roadies got to get paid, the sound man got to get paid, the light man got to get paid, whoever opening and closing the curtains got to get paid, the bus driver got to get paid, whoever come clean up the bus got to get paid, whoever cleaning up after the show, bro, everybody got to get paid. And I don't give a damn if it's 2 years later and you on a third album doing another, bro, that's still coming out there 100 million. Them folks ain't gave you 100 million for this album. No, they gave you 100 million to run your label. You got to pay all that back. It's just like when you give an artist an advance. It sounds good. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm like, look, when they take Glorilla on a motherfucking plane and yo got to get her 100 bands, 200 bands, well, baby girl, you got to realize, now we need an album. Producers got to get paid. You a female. All that hair you wearing, somebody got to buy that. You. Your makeup, you. Your jewelry, you. How much money we give you in? Couple $100,000. Your stylist, you got to pay for that. When you going on the road, you got to pay for that. When you driving down the street, you got to pay for that out your budget. You think we just signed you and gave you 200 cash? No, that's an advance. We need that back. And until you pay that back, you're not getting no royalties. You're not getting no motherfucking no points when your spins come through. You want some money, bitch? You better hit these motherfucking clubs, these motherfucking concerts, and get the back end. But we gonna take the front end. That's why rappers always rap about the back end, because they gonna get paid on the back end. Everybody else getting theirs on the front. You see what I'm saying? When them folks come, you be like, hey man, I'm gonna do the concert in your arena. It's a promoter that's gonna take care of all that. They're gonna pay up front. Whoever putting the bill gonna get that money. And then after you perform and you break your sweat and you do all this, then you can come back and get that back in. Maybe. But they might come back and yoink and give me that too. That's why I was laughing. Or I know I did an episode where I told you, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers ain't got it like y'all think they got it. Y'all seen what Glorilla was looking like, what she was driving when she got pulled over drunk. What was she driving? Was she in a Maybach? And she was in a Bentley truck? Rolls Royce truck or something? What I miss? Because it's these days that we starting to find out that All these rappers we thought were rich was not rich. It's the reason why Turk ain't hanging around Birdman and all this. It's the reason they mad. It ain't cause dude did no foul ass shit. He just told them, bro. Back in the day when we was rapping about Rolexes, them motherfuckers didn't say Rolex on, they said Geneva. And Birdman was like, oh, you bitch ass nigga. Bro, ain't nothing different than what I've been telling y'all. The name of the game was fake it till you make it. When you on stage doing this real fast, people can't see that shit say Geneva. When they look at your album covers, they don't realize that all your album covers was cartoonish. Your face was real. But nigga, them juries and shit, nigga, that was goddamn pen and pixel. Get the fuck out of here. But I told you, everybody gotta have a backstory. That fake ass backstory that Birdman put up is what got niggas rocking all the jewelry shit that they rock now. And I ain't saying niggas wasn't rocking jewelry before that. But y'all know the jewelry game and shit changed after Cash Money. It changed after Cash Money. Even with No Limit. And they had they No Limit chain, nigga. Them No Limit chain was this big. Them Death Row chain was this big. They was on little bitty Cubans. Figaro's and shit. And then, goddamn it, they had the little bitty regular Rolexes. That type of shit. Even Pac had one. Then when Birdman them came out, and they started rapping, I got hummus, I got this, I got jet. This nigga say, man, I just bought a platinum football field. Nigga, do you know when I was a teenager, that shit didn't sound that damn stupid. We didn't know that this man ain't had no fucking platinum football field. We didn't know this nigga wasn't really putting 12 karat diamonds in his baby girl, yeah? It sounded good. Who the hell was we to come back to, man, you lying? I'm gonna tell you, they were lying, bro. When Rick Ross was talking about Birdman rocking $20 sweatsuits and shit, I seen a video where this man had a regular ass sweatsuit on it, had not one logo on it, nowhere. This was some hanging fruit balloon type shit. Do you know motherfuckers swearing, oh nigga, y'all just hating, man. That's some $1 billion shit, man. You ain't gotta have no logo. Say, bro. This nigga broke, man. Where do you think the money coming from, bro? Why you think he losing houses, cars, etc.? When was the last time you heard of a Cash Money album coming out? When was the last time you heard of a Young Money album coming out? Birdman got sued by Lil Wayne for $8 million. Bro, as rich as these niggas swear they is, they swear they father and son kiss each other in the mouth. Tongue out. You think 8 mil gonna come between these $100 million niggas? They that close? Did this your father like son, and 8 million supposed to come between y'all? I don't see it. What I do see is Lil Wayne stressing and pulling the goddamn hair out. Lil Wayne living in a regular goddamn 2-bedroom apartment and hiding from the world because you know nobody want the world to know that they living regular when you supposed to be an icon. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be an icon, bro. You can't be living in a 2-bedroom apartment in the middle of town. Back in the day, you could be like, yeah, man, this is like my little low-key spot. But, bro, these folks know you now. Man, dude here every damn day, all day. They do go to work and come back home, and he come back to this motherfucker. He was here all last week, goddamn, nigga, you went to BET, and then the next day you was right back here. People can see that shit now. You couldn't see it at first. You know, you couldn't see it at first. These folks pick and choose who they want to put this money behind and who they want to let get rich. And what I was saying is, when Drake had that opportunity to go solo, he really didn't have that opportunity. Them folks were like, nah, bro. We need you to sign on the dotted line so we can control your career, so we can get the money because basically we made your career. You owe us a lot of money. We ain't letting you go like that. Now we can get you away from these dudes. These two broke motherfuckers, Birdman and Lil Wayne. We can get you away from them, but we not going to let go of what we created. So you need to sign on the dotted line. Don't sign with us. But you need a pen, but we need you to sign. Man, this shit ain't no joke. Y'all think shit sweet? Man, this shit ain't sweet. I promise you it ain't. And as always, man, go look it up. Go look up the part when I tell y'all that this big company has already came and Kendrick Lamar and told, hey, bro, shut it up and apologize. You costing us too much money. Go look it up and try to find out why Drake would go sign with these folks instead of going independent, making $10 million a week. See, I tell y'all something else y'all probably don't realize. When you sign a record deal, and I heard Offset speaking to this not long ago. He was like, look, bro, people don't be knowing, but in their contract, they might tell you, hey, we got you on a 3-album deal. Then they might have it in their contract that you can only drop an album every 2 years. That means they got you for at least 6 years. Because you might drop an album and that album do well for 2 years. They don't want you to kill the momentum of the money they making off of that album by hurry up and dropping another one, trying to hurry up and get out of your contract. So they spread that shit out. Or, if you one of them type of artists, like a Young Boy, like a Drizzy, then they might put it in your contract, hey, we need 2 albums a year. Or we need 3, 4 albums every year. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll hire somebody to write the shit. It don't matter who writes the shit. We just need you to get in there and record it and put the shit out. Because we know the system we created with you is going to work. So we can't fuck around and have you dropping 1 album a year when we can drop 1 album every quarter. And I promise you, the motherfucker's going to go 3, 4 times platinum. Then we're going to drop your next one in 3, 4 months, and it's going to go 3, 4 times platinum. And then we're going to drop your next one in 3, 4 months, and it's going to go 3, 4 times platinum. And then at the end of the year, we're going to come with 1 more. You guessed it, 3, 4 times platinum. That real shit, man. It's the reason why when these folks sign these contracts, they be 8, 9, 20, 78 pages. These folks not reading all this shit, but you better believe them folks know everything that's in there. It's strategically placed. They not gonna put all the good shit on page 1, 2, or 3. They know you're gonna get tired, no matter who, you're gonna get tired of reading shit around page 27. So on page 37 is where they're gonna be in small print in the middle of the page, not at the bottom where you can skim through. Okay, what's at the bottom? What's now somewhere right in the middle is gonna say, yeah, you can only drop an album every 2 years, or we need 2 albums a year, or we need this and that. They might have it on there that when you do a concert, because most people think you're gonna get your money in the music and drop a concert. These folks can put it in there that they own your concerts, your touring. That's what they put it in there, is touring. And you owe them that. When you doing a show, they're going to get their percentage off of that. If you do a Sprite commercial, ain't got nothing to do with your motherfucking music, they need a percentage off of that. It's kind of like Eazy-E saying that he was getting paid off anything Dr. Dre do. Nigga, you can lead this record label and you can make as much music as you want to. But you signed the contract with me saying that I was going to get 20% of everything. So when you go do a song with Bone for the love of money, I don't give a damn what they lawyer them talking about. We pretty got you in the contract. So if you did a song with them, you fall under the guise of we got to get our 20%, bro. So every time that mother get played on the radio, we need our 20%, bro. Now, either they can pay it or you can pay it, but you gonna pay it. Easy as hell. That's why Easy said with Drake Day only made Easy Pay Day. He was telling the truth. Like, bro, Easy he had everybody on lifetime contracts. Bone them, everybody. You can leave if you want to. The reason they was on them contracts because Easy, not Easy, because Ice Cube left. Once he seen Cube leave, you put to redo these contracts, bro. Ain't nobody else leave. Because he felt just like whatchamacallit them felt, you know what I'm saying, the big label. Like, man, I made you niggas. Like, Dr. Dre, you was running around here doing your thing, but I made you. Nobody knew who the fuck Dr. Dre was on the other side of the world. Nobody knew who you was in Arkansas or Oklahoma. Nigga, they knew who you was on the other side of Compton. That's it. It's just like, I hate to say it, but I be feeling like, I feel like they said Young Boy because Young Boy could have been went independent. He could have been did his thug thing, but he was so fried in the brain. This man had a 5-album deal, gave these folks 21 albums before he realized what his contract said. He was 21 albums in, albums and mixtapes. How fucked up and young and in the head you gotta be. So now I know you can get these folks 17 projects for free. Let me see something right quick. You probably could get ready to end it, but I want to see if I can find something. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it like right now. I see a video that might be talking about it, but I don't want to just start playing it. I have to type in and find that. But I think it was around 17 free projects he gave dude now. Cause he didn't know no better. They wasn't gonna, you think they were gonna stop him like, bro? You know we signed you for 5 albums, you know, you can turn that in already, bro. You just turned in another one, or then you got a couple more mixtapes something, then you gonna do an album with dude. Mm-hmm. Anyway, man, it's getting late. I just need y'all to be on the lookout, man, and make sure, well, I know you can't make sure, but I want y'all to be on the lookout in case some bullshit happen. With Kendrick Lamar, y'all already know, like, damn. Phil told us about this shit, man. I'm gonna be so disappointed if anywhere, in any time, in the near future or the distant future, if I see Kendrick Lamar apologizing to Drake for exposing him, because the exposure was real. The text messages, the tweets, the videos, all that shit is real. Ain't none of that shit new. It's old. But like I told y'all, these billion-dollar corporations gonna tell them, motherfucker, hey man, shut up. Leave dude alone. Don't say nothing about that. Or they gonna threaten you. But like I say, from what I'm hearing, word on the street is they done already told Kendrick Lamar in a harsh way, in a nice way, in every type of way you can imagine, leave Drizzy Drake alone. And other people know it. That's why a lot of these blogs, a lot of these companies are already saying that the battle is over, that there ain't gonna be no more songs, because they already know about the threat. They know these folks. They knew about the threat when the folks came and stopped K Dot money, to where he couldn't make no more money off of them songs. You see what I'm saying? When they were trying, they was getting songs took off the radio. And if you see what they say, you know he can't make no money off his song, bro. What that basically mean is you can't play this song on the radio. Because if you play it on the radio, then he getting spins. If he getting spins, then he getting royalties. If he getting royalties, then he making money. You can't play this song on the radio. When you be on Facebook and your story or your video, your live is playing somebody else's music, who is the group that's gonna come on there and say, it's either gonna be BMG or UMG. It's gonna come on there and say, hey, nope, copyright restriction. You don't have the rights to this music. You can't use it. They have the power to go and mute your live video to take a song out because they say, we own that. If you can go make a song and another motherfucker tell you they own it, that's like them telling you they own you. And like I say, the name of the video is the master and the dude that the master owns. Oh yeah, one more thing for everybody who fuck with me. I'm in a better headspace dealing with my people, man. I prayed about that day, yesterday, day before, whenever it was. And I've been better ever since I prayed. Like, that was a burden that got lifted off me real quick as soon as I prayed for it. I just decided, like I told y'all, that I'm not gonna worry about it. That ain't my battle to fight. Let God have it, and I did. So when I did, I got back to being A1. You know what I'm saying, back good with my arms and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? No sweat off my back. I just understand that that's how it always been. Why should I even be surprised? I can act surprised. I can act like well, I'm not the victim. I'm not the victim. I don't even need to feel like that. And as far as the things that I do that I feel like I don't get the credit for, I ain't tripping about that. I don't do it for the credit. Because if I did it for the credit, I'd have been quit doing it. So, with that being said, ain't no need to cry over it, to worry about it, or to let it stress me out, run my blood pressure up, send me into a state of depression. None of that shit. Ain't no need for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, it ain't gonna do me no good. Second of all, I'm too blessed. You know what I'm saying? To let something small knock me off my pivot. I done made a whole lot of changes. And I ain't done, man. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting better. So I had to pray about it. And I'm gonna tell you what messed me up is because in the midst of me praying, I heard my own voice answering the question. And one of y'all asked me the question, like, what do you do when you in a heated argument with a person and you know what I'm saying, you're losing, you don't want to lose your temper? And I was telling them, man, look, first of all, second of all, and then third of all, and what I said was basically, shut up, hold your tongue, remove yourself from the situation and pray about it. And after I said all that, I said, a lot of these battles that we be trying to fight ain't our battles to fight. We don't see a way to win this fight. So why are we trying to win when you don't see a way to win? Them the fights you know right off top that you gotta let God have. And as I was praying, I started hearing that shit in my head like, you say the sign to fight battles ain't yours. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? That's how God works. Somebody asked me that question about an hour ago, or not even a whole hour ago. I'm like, somebody asked me a question while I was doing my show, and the answer I gave them is the answer I got to give myself. The same shit I just told them, motherfucker, it's time to apply it in real life. This ain't my fight. Like, what am I mad for? The dude that did me wrong, the dude that did my sister wrong, the dude that did all these other folks wrong, is gone. He was a preacher and he going to hell. Like, and I'm not wishing that on nobody, but by the standards and the code of conduct that we live by, the Bible that we read, the way we was taught is, a dead man can't ask for forgiveness. So even when they tell you no matter what your sin is, you know what I'm saying, you come to God and you can repent, and you once you dead, you can't come back from death and be like, God, I'm so sorry for killing myself. I don't know what I was thinking. Could you please forgive me for that? Nah, bro, you already gone. You don't get to repent and ask for forgiveness for taking yourself out the game. So, with that being said, we all know where that man is at. And who the hell am I to be mad, to still be looking for justice, to still be looking for revenge, to be looking for somebody else to feel the way I feel when I know this man is going to the ultimate timeout, the ultimate punishment. And this is the thing about it. Even if in my heart I didn't believe in hell, I didn't believe in the devil, I didn't believe in all that shit, I know that this man is a pastor. And for him to do what he did, I know he prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed at that church, in that car, behind that building, about the shit that he had on his heart and on his mind to do to himself. And I also know that once he did it, he couldn't come back and pray or ask for forgiveness for it. And I don't know how God works, but I don't think that you get to sit and pray and ask God for forgiveness and then go do the shit. Like, God, I'm going to go over here and do some shit, but I want you to forgive me for it. God looking like, how about you don't do it? You know it's all wrong right now. Why don't you just apologize for having the thought of doing it and then don't do it? Now, God, I got to go against your will. I got to go against your way. And I got to go and do this one more time. But I'm not going to be able to apologize, so I need you to forgive me now. I don't think it's a loophole like that. I don't see one. So, what I was saying is me knowing the angst and shit the dude put himself through before he took himself out. Who am I to want more revenge than that? You know what I'm saying? Being a preacher and knowing that you, no matter how many lives you tried to save and how many souls you tried to save or win over for the Lord, you might win some, but you just lost one. And I can't get mad about that. I hate to be the petty type of dude to be like good riddance, but if I say that I ain't said no shit like that since that man passed, I'll really be lying to y'all. I have had them fucked up thoughts and I have verbalized that shit like that. But like I'm saying, that's something that I got to repent for and I got to ask for forgiveness for, because at the end of the day, that's not my fight. That's not my battle. That's not my revenge. None of that. Now I might get to sit at that table and feast in front of my enemies, but even that's God work. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, because God is a revengeful God, and He's an avengeful God. All that shit we made in God image. So all them emotions and shit that we feel, the jealousy and all, God feel all that. But He don't feel it for Himself. He feel it for us. When He get mad, He don't get mad for Himself. He get mad for us. When the wrath come, it ain't wrath for Him. It's wrath for us. Sometimes the wrath gonna be on us because we done fucked over somebody else, or we done did something else, or we done broke this rule or this commandment, and we got to pay for it. But just like the Bible tell you, sometimes it's gonna be the person who did you wrong that's gonna pay for it, and they gonna pay for it right in front of you. It's funny like that. Sometimes God will fix it right there where you get to see what this person fit to go through, and whether it's exactly for what they did to you or not. You get to feel like God don't play about me. See how you did me? God don't play about me. I don't feel like dude lost his life or took his life about me. I feel like God look out for fools and babies. And no matter how many chances He gave that man, he kept messing with God kids, man. He kept messing with God kids. Until God had enough and told him, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Got you. In the worst way, got you. You feel froggy too many times. And don't get it twisted. Don't take for granted, because it could be any one of us. Any time of the day, any time of the night. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that last say so. It's some people on the ventilator that they gonna pull the plug, and guess what's gonna happen? That right there. That person you pulled that plug and thought they would die, sprang back to life on your ass. All they needed to start back breathing was for you to take that machine out their lungs. They stopped breathing for them, they start breathing for themselves. They stopped pumping their heart started pumping for them. Because it ain't their time. You don't get that say so. I don't get it. Nobody gets that but Him. Now, true enough, sometimes you can see it coming. And it's coming. Because this person did too much. Or they ain't did enough. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, man. I know a lot of y'all need to go to sleep, man. If you came in on the late side, go and check it out. I appreciate y'all being up with me, man. What's up, Kylie? Money Toot, Nisha, Norris family. Norris family, man, it's been a minute. I ain't seen you pop up, man, but I appreciate you, because I remember when I was monetized, you and Pat, y'all was members. So big shout out to y'all. Straight Facts, Fearless, and shout out to all y'all. Audrey Russell, I know you coming. Melinda Adams, if you end up popping up watching the video, shout out to you. Shout out to my boy Ticket Tiger. Clean Base TV. Who else? I'm trying to think of what I ain't even could think of. I'm gonna just go on here and find it in my what's my call. My boy Rashid, our kid with the tattoos and shit, popping main arm. I'm probably gonna get him on here to tell his story because I was telling him on Facebook. I'm like, bro, I don't know your story, but I know it got to be a good one. And he was like, shit, I'm trying to figure out how to tell the world my story. I'm like, shit, come on the channel, we can talk about it. But I know it's an interesting story. Um, just shout out to all y'all, man, for messing with me, for being here with me at 2:39 in the morning. Y'all know I fuck with you. On that note, it's pouring down rain. I'm gonna go get me some good sleep. But on that note, man, don't be afraid to take the long road instead of the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Go find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all and I appreciate you. We out.